Welcome to a new year. So here are a few things that I have started to do. As a budding solopreneur, I have decided to interview my friends here on the podcast. CEOwn it. Hi, hello, my name is Juakerra Davis, and welcome to CEOwn it. No, it's not actually called CEOwn it. It is just called CEOwn it. This is the new podcast. This project has been pushed up 4 months, and I am so fucking excited to get started because I am a solopreneur as well. So this is unofficially the first podcast episode of this episode. So a little bit about me and where it's come from and where it's going. So I have pivoted a little bit in direction. If you know me, if you know who I am, I'm a very casual solo podcaster. This podcast used to be called Project Podcast. I will definitely still leave those episodes on here. So if you are coming from Project Podcast and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Who is this? What is happening? I promise I'm still the same person. We have just pivoted just a bit. So, things that are coming up. I love empowering women into solopreneurship because this is fucking awesome. And if you haven't noticed by now, I cuss a lot and when I'm very excited. Usually people cuss when they're mad, but it gets me, I'm so excited that I just can't help it. I can help it, but who's going to call me out on it? And who's going to change it, really? But over the past few months, I have connected with great, amazing women, and you're going to hear them on the podcast. Hi, beasties. But I have connected with them, and I have just really loved the path and the energy that it is going for. So I had the thought that, I totally love coaching women in what I do with podcasting and using that empowerment because your voice is everything. Put out that podcast. I promise. I'm an introvert, but you really don't think I am. There's no one here in the house. That's why I'm so loud. That's why I'm so excited. If people were here, you wouldn't hear any of this. My boyfriend's like, who is this person? I'm still the same person. I'm still the same me. Just have a lot of energy. But at the same time, I'm an introvert, and that's what I heavily focused on in my podcasting group, and it is still around. It's just the name of Project Podcast has changed a little bit, but if you want to know more about podcasting, then you should join my free Facebook group, Women Podcast Together, where we grow your confidence, impact, and income in podcasting. But in that group, I saw that I was coaching a lot more women towards business as well and cheering them on. And then we have beasties, and then it just kept rolling, and I was telling them my idea. I told a few other women, and I'm like, you know what? And also because this was a mistake too, but this was a good mistake. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I think now's the time to actually put it out there. Right now, at the time, we are going back to mask mandate, and don't worry, I won't really talk about we need to talk about the feelings of COVID, but we're not going to get very political. But at the same time, people are spending more time at home. Sometimes your job is fucking you over and you want to build a sustainable business online and you're wondering, is this actually possible? Hi, my name is Juakerra Davis, and I'm going to tell you this is so fucking possible because I did it. I totally did it. And I'm going to tell you the process throughout this podcast of how you can do it, sharing my tips and tricks with you too. So if this sounds like the podcast for you, if this words podcaster and still messes up. If this sounds like the podcast for you, if this sounds like the journey that you're on, if this sounds like, Juakerra, I really love your energy and I just want to see where this is fucking going, then come along on this journey. Join my free Facebook group, CEOwn it, where we are empowering women solopreneurs because it's about damn fucking time that we have a place at the table too. So you might be thinking, Juakerra, well, what credibility do you have? Listen, a year ago, right now it's at the end of August. A year ago, I had left my corporate job. Well, I call it corporate because anything where I see that I am working for someone else to make them money while I'm being stressed the fuck out is a corporate job. That's what I consider corporate, whether you're suit and tie or you in jeans and a t-shirt, which is often what I wore to work. I loved my job. Did not love the stress level. And from that, it progressed. I left and, a few months went by and I decided to fully dive into podcasting. So last July, I had started my podcast, stepped out of my comfort zone, put my thing out there, messed up quite a hell of a fucking lot. And now here we are always, where it's almost a little over a year later. And I run my own business. And this is fucking great. And I'm going to tell you the process is how you do it. But you're going to do it in a short amount of time. It's not going to take you a year. Stick with me here. Stick with me and you'll get it. But I totally feel where you're coming from, your stress levels, and how you are still rocking and kicking at life. And how that you still want to build your own business. And why that you're here listening to this podcast. I applaud you, ma'am. If you don't identify with ma'am, please, that was not an insult. I'm sorry. But also I'm not. I applaud you. And I'm here to say that you totally got this. So last year, I love to keep this number on my whiteboard. So last year to date, hang on, let's go look at it because I actually do not have the exact number written down here with me. Juakerra, were you laying down in the bed and podcasting? Yes, I was. That's how I do a lot of my podcast episodes. You don't have to have a fancy studio. Okay, so for last year to date was $69.57. That was in 2020. Depending on what year you're listening to this, that was last year or not last year. And now, year to date of 2021, it is $2,974.55. Now, did I do this all from a Facebook group? Most of that was from the last 6 months. And that's where I say the first 6 months of me actually doing my business was me figuring out podcasting. And the other 6 months was me actually, making money and growing a business. Because let's be honest, you either have a business where you're making money or you have a business where it's like taking money from you. And from my experience, that is called an expensive hobby. You don't have a business. A business is when you're actually making money. But I have a business. And I love it. And all of that has been from, I've had help along the way. Don't get it twisted. That's why I'm going to help you as well. But from that, it's just been my magnificent brain. Juakerra, what can you come up with? Let's fucking go. Well, let's see. And it gets me so excited. And I cry every time. I'm not going to cry. But I cry every time that I look at the board when I really resonate and really think about it. Like, last year, my life was like a fucking wreck. And I was not where I wanted to be. I had spent through my savings. I was gypped out of a 3K PTO. And I'm like, you know what, Juakerra? You are that bitch. You totally made this whole business happen. That's something to be proud of. And hang on, let me put my phone down. I would clap for my damn fucking self because I am proud of that shit. You tell me that I am, do quick math here, $26, a little less than $26 away from 3K in 6 months. Like, even with me mostly doing things by myself and figuring it out and having coaching spotting in between there, I think I've done rather well. It's so fucking phenomenal. And I'm here to tell you and I'm here to tell you that you can too. So I get excited and then I trip over my words like a toddler tripping over their feet while they're chasing a ball. That's me. That's my brain. But if this journey sounds like something that you're interested in and you're like, Juakerra, tell me how I can make money online so I can quit my job, if that's something that you want to, or how I can be a better solopreneur, come with me on the journey and I will tell you. First, we are starting with the Facebook groups. So come join CEOwn it. I know you want to. It has this whole lot of energy and you can see me. But come join CEOwn it and I will help you grow your business and empower you as a woman solopreneur. Because at the beginning of me building a business, this is one of the things that I had trouble trying to grasp onto. Okay, this is the last thing and then I'm going to go. But if you're building a business, isn't one of the things that you want to have is to build more money into your bank account, into your savings account, into your children's lives? That seems like a really optimal goal, right? Okay, hang with me. Now, sometimes through a lot of the earlier coaching, What I saw was, well, you should do it for your audience. You should do it for the content and give them everything. Now, I'm all for telling you how to actually do this. I'm all for that. Because someone told me and showed me the way, I'm going to pass it down and show it to you. That is one of my goals. Yes, I do want to give my audience all of the gold and glory and things. But what I'm also not going to do is stress myself out and not make money from it. Because I'm running a business, you're going to run a business. And this is all business. It's all about your mindset. Go listen to my first podcast, My Pride, Joy, and Baby. Let's try adulting. One of my tagline is, mindset is everything. And it may be the tagline for here. I don't know yet. We're doing this as we go. Because this is a brand new impromptu first episode of this podcast. But I'm going to tell you here as well. Mindset is everything. We're building businesses here. That means that you have to charge money. If that makes you uncomfortable, okay, that's fine. At least you're honest with yourself. Still, stay here for this podcast. Join the group, CEOwn it, because we're going to get through that. Because trust me, even now I have money mindset issues. And it's not even an issue. Let's back that up. And even now I have money mindset hurdles that I need to go through. And I actually heard this on a coaching earlier today. Like you don't actually get over your money mindset because then you might miss some of the lessons. But you actually need to go through your money mindset. And so that you don't miss anything, like absorb all of that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be honest. I will always be honest with you. Building a business is hard as fuck. But building a business is also rewarding as fuck. My whole energy, like I said before, I'm an introvert. My whole energy has changed in a year. I did not speak out. I did not do any of that. I did not have boundaries. If you don't know what money mindset is, we're going to talk about that too. Like, all of these things I did not know, and I have learned from a year being in business. And it is the greatest fucking thing that I could have ever done for myself. I'm like, Juakerra, bitch, let's go. And I'm like, Juakerra, bitch, I got it too. Let's go. Cool. So if you match my energy and match my vibe, like, come on, let's go. Let's build a business out here. All right, I'm going to hop off because I know that I'm rambling right now, but this is the podcast for you, I can already tell, and you're going to love it. I'm not saying that to sound conceited, I'm just being honest. And if I'm a little bit too harsh for you, then that's okay too. Go find yourself a coach that matches the same energy and vibe that you do. That is also one of the greatest advice. Mindset is everything, and go find your person to learn from so that you can make money in this industry. Because as a solopreneur and as a woman, we have things to do. I like eating food too, and I like to nap when I want to. Can't do that if I'm working a 9 to 5. Really can't. So I'm about to go, meditate. It's like 10 a.m. And, that's really the start of my day. What are you starting your day with? All right, ladies, let's go. Fuck it up. Have a good day. Bye. Welcome to a new year. So here are a few things that I have started to do.